Buck roll.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, give me the words and I got the flow. See, I don't gotta write, I got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's called a ghost writer. Jeremiah 5:14, that's so fire.
Isaiah 14, and when I retire, out of captivity I broke the iron. Who that is coming out of Mount Zion? Woolly hair, looking like a lion.
1,000 men marching with no drums on, no trombone, just boots on. Use our voices screaming out, take care of your homes, take care of your wives, take care of your own.
Now we standing out here in the valley of the bones. This place called America, this is not your home. This is like a tomb, place where you died at. Now I resurrected, trying to bring the 12 tribes back.
I came on a slave shipping,
And I ain't even like that.
put my neck in the rope and
I couldn't even fight back.
Welcome to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar to my left,
Officer Judah.
and to his left,
Officer Azaniah.
and to my right,
Officer Daniel.
and to his right,
Officer Pagiel.
and we make up Four Corners News. That's right. Thank you for tuning in. Send up prayers for Captain Severus, man. He's under the weather right now.
right.
But Lord's will, he be back
That's
next Thursday. All right. Hey, so we got a lot to go over, man. There's a lot going on in the earth today. The Lord is making the time short, giving plenty of ammo to the prophets to bring it out to the people.
That's right.
So they can open up their spiritual eyes and they closed ass ears. Hey, let's go to that first article because you see what's going on in the world over there in what they call the Middle East. Right. But, you know, we know different. We call it the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's right.
Right. But let's pull it up. Pull up that video over there and let's see what's going on. Pull that up. Let's play that.
The final departure of
Turn
the
us up.
US military after 20 years, and their Taliban adversaries celebrate across Kabul. From multiple guns of all sizes and description, automatic gunfire lit up the night sky in a rolling thunder. Throughout Monday, as the evacuation from the airport continued, speculation mounted about when the US would complete their withdrawal. Patrolling aircraft circled over Kabul, together with a B-52 bomber, as a steady stream of transport planes lumbered off out of Afghanistan. Then, soon after midnight local time, on August 31st, the day set as the deadline for the US departure, the aircraft sounds died away. And as we were on air, word began to spread that the final US aircraft
Esau's
had
gone.
already lifted
Esau's
off
gone.
and was on its way home. There's an awful lot of speculation here at the moment, that a lot of chatter that we
looking
may
over
be
his shoulder
seeing
too, ain't he?
finally
Last
the
flight.
end of this
Yeah.
evacuation
Something
exercise.
happening
And
any
if
moment.
that is the case, that is the end of the US military involvement in Afghanistan. Soon afterwards came the official word from the US Pentagon of the end of America's longest war.
I'm here to announce the completion of our withdrawal from Afghanistan and the end of the military mission to evacuate American citizens, third country nationals, and vulnerable Afghans.
For the first time in 2 decades, there are no US soldiers on Afghan soil, to the delight of the Taliban. Many still disbelieving the pace of developments that has brought about this victory.
Them's American guns.
Thank God we are here now, in control of the airport and without any problems. Thank God.
But for many Afghans, the fear of what the US departure means, leaving them under a future Taliban government.
Hey, go to
Robert
Isaiah.
Bride, Al Jazeera.
Go to Isaiah, man.
I
You-
was just thinking the
Bring
same
it
thing.
out. You gotta realize what you're seeing right there. A lot of people don't, because this is what we're here for, to open up your spiritual eyes. Give me that Isaiah chapter 14. I'm gonna show you what you see happening before your eyes. Where America just tucked tail, said, hey man, you know what? We out, man. Ain't nothing we can do. We ain't gonna beat y'all. Hell, it was 20 years. We ain't gonna find all these Taliban dudes, man. Nope. Give me that Isaiah chapter 14, and I want you to read verse 12. Read verse 12 real quick. Read that. We're going to jump down. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Bring it
out.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Many people think Lucifer is daggone the what? Who they say Lucifer is?
Fallen angel.
Fallen angel that got into a fight with God.
Fist fight.
Fist fight with God, and God had to throw him out of heaven because he would have brought all disorder to the other angel. The other angels would have followed.
Right.
Lucifer. Right. Yeah, that's Greek mythology.
Basically what it is. Yeah.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Hey, but jump down to verse 16. Read that, verse 16, to show you who Lucifer is.
Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
Now, this lets you know it ain't Satan that was fighting with God. Ain't nobody on earth ever seen Satan. And you know what? It's just hit me, man. People always die and go to heaven. Nobody ever dies and go to hell.
Nobody goes to hell.
How come ain't nobody ever seen Satan before? They always die and see Jesus.
That's true. That's a fact. Yep.
They never die and say, I seen Satan and he got a message for y'all. You don't never say that. That lets you know that stuff, that Lucifer falling from heaven fighting God, it's made up.
Bring it up.
You ain't never seen Satan. Lucifer is who? Read on.
And consider thee, saying, is this the man?
Lucifer is a man.
Right.
That's right.
The nation's gonna narrowly look upon thee. You know how it is when you narrowly look upon somebody. You look at you squint your eyes at them. This is the one I ought to whoop your, but you can't do that. They shall narrowly look upon thee. Say, is this the man that did what?
That made the earth to tremble. That did shake kingdoms.
That's what you see right there in front of you. God is that is the pawn to that coming to pass right there.
Bring it out.
Where they could not defeat the Taliban. He said, you know what? We ain't letting nobody else die. We just gonna leave, and we're gonna leave everything over here. And if y'all learn how to fly it and whatever, it's y'all's, man.
Yeah. So take the guns, take the Humvees.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Here's the heavy part about all of this, right? Because as you read up in the chapter, it says the whole earth is quiet and they break forth into singing.
Yeah.
That's Ishmael remembering their nature and how to celebrate a victory of their enemy.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them for doing that.
Yeah.
I really don't. But they
Good
just
point.
halfway crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
So what you see right there, that's the beginning of Lucifer, the white man.
That's right.
Falling from power.
Right.
That's where they're gonna say they that see they're gonna narrowly look upon thee. Like, is this is the dude that used to rule over us, that had all the power at the beginning? Right. He's nothing. He's nobody.
Somebody bring him some
because
almond
Christ
milk.
cast him down.
That's right.
Threw him down. Hey, and with that being said, because you know it was a whole lot of backlash about Biden just pulling out and coming to America, like Eddie Murphy and stuff. He just left. There's a lot of backlash, especially out of the Republican Party.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And the veterans too.
The veterans. Yeah. They calling for impeachment.
Right.
You know, the backlash is because they don't want to be like, you know what? I didn't fight for this country for no reason.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason.
Yeah.
So now they feel trash because sacrifices got sacrificed.
Yeah.
Now they just like, it's whatever.
Yep.
They see that as signs of weakness.
Yeah.
That's
Good point.
Big
signs
time.
of weakness.
And I think that's probably the biggest part about it when you say the Republican Party and a lot of the veterans is the sign that America's now a weak nation.
That's what it said. Is this the man? You can only say that if you got power, if you are starting to see them in a different light.
Right. Exactly.
You would never say that you didn't say that about Debo till he got his ass whooped by Craig.
Right.
When he got his ass whooped by Craig, you're like, oh man, he can be beaten.
You know, a part of that too, goes all the way back to the Vietnam War, where there wasn't as much actual coverage, like live coverage of what was going on.
Yeah.
Right. But now you got journalists and you got reporters, media everywhere.
Social media.
Right. Social media
can get it to you the same day it happened.
So now it's in your face. You can't miss it. Yeah. And everybody's starting to see the weakness of America. Everybody's starting to see the decline of America.
You got Ishmael over there mocking
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
They was mocking. They had a
With the
funeral.
Mock
You saw
funeral.
that, man? They had a mock funeral for Great Britain, America, and France or something like that.
NATO.
NATO.
Yep.
Hey, they crazy. God know what he made. They
Wild man, boy.
crazy. They halfway crazy.
Hey, with that being said, though, with all of that, happening, Donald Trump took his chance.
Yeah.
'Cause he still,
You gotta
that
shoot
dude
his
still,
shot.
He shoot the shot. That dude's still campaigning.
Yeah.
He campaigning. And I pray he get elected again and further bring prophecies to pass.
That's right.
That's right.
Go ahead. White folk, go ahead and vote your savior
Bring
it
into office.
Like he said,
Bring it out.
what do you got to lose?
Right.
Yo, what do you got?
Go ahead, man. Hey, go to the video of Trump.
Hey, what
Trump
Biden
about
said?
it.
Biden said you ain't black if you ain't vote for him.
Right, he
You
did
ain't
say
white if you don't vote for Trump.
Right.
Pull up that video of Trump. Yeah, it's Trump, but he did the thing. Trump made the video. Trump sponsored this.
Okay.
Hey, it's Kunta Kinte.
Play that for us.
Afghanistan cannot be used as a terrorist base.
That Afghanistan has become the Disneyland for terrorists.
We plan for every contingency.
Total chaos.
It is heartbreaking. It is depressing. It's a failure, and he needs to own that failure.
Bear responsibility for all that's happened.
He did not admit any mistakes. He did not.
Damn! Look at somebody help his old ass up the steps.
He
man.
needs some milk.
Hey,
Escalator.
Trump is cold blooded with his damn his shade. He's throwing because that's what he's throwing
heavy
shade.
Media shade.
Go back to the video, man. Go back, play that.
He did not admit any mistakes. He did not offer any change of course. He says we're going to continue forward.
He really isn't taking responsibility.
Mr. Biden, you did this. You made the deal with the Taliban. This is the consequences of it. Go for hell, Biden.
Tens of thousands of people being left behind.
They ain't seen the consequences yet.
Pause
They
it.
haven't seen the consequences yet.
Yeah.
That's just the tip of the iceberg right there.
Yeah.
That's just the tip top. You ain't seen now. Remember, we just came back from Philly.
Yeah.
From an men's conference.
Yeah. Doing the we was in the airport.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we was in the. I'm in the airport. Waiting for the flight. Flight delayed.
Mm-hmm.
And they, you look out the window looking at all the planes landing, and I see one of those military planes that they were jumping from.
Yeah, I saw that.
Land out there.
Yep.
Damn.
Right? And now walking up the concourse, you see, I guess the ICE agents or the border,
border
people.
patrol. Yeah.
They're coming through, and then you see a long line of people, kids, all that stuff. And it was actually them. It was actually the Afghans.
Caterpillars.
Right. The Caterpillars
Yeah, the
landed in
Caterpillars.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You got out just in the nick of time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All praises.
The Lord. All praises. All praises.
All praises.
Hey, go back to that video. Let's finish
But
it
like I
out.
was saying, that's not. You haven't seen the consequences yet.
It's
the
coming.
consequences going to come from those people who just landed in Philadelphia.
That's right.
Play that video.
We're going to stay till we get them all out.
We did not get everybody out.
Dozens and dozens of U.S. citizens went to the airport, and the gates never opened.
The mission hasn't failed yet.
If this isn't failure, what does failure look like exactly?
But there's to be.
He just walk out on it. Walk out.
Probably thought he walked into his closet.
Hey man, see, this is the thing. America wouldn't have that problem if they did not want to rule over the entire earth.
Right.
But they can't help themselves.
Right.
They have to fulfill the word of God. Give me that in Revelation 17. If America just minded their own business, stayed in their own home, protected your own borders, right? You'd be okay. That's like somebody, in your house, you stay at home and then you set up cameras and all of that stuff outside to protect what is on the inside. America don't do that. Their thought is to protect what we have here, we have to go over there and occupy the area and make everybody hate us and bring all of our witchcraft and all of our sin to them. Right. That's how we protect ourselves. Right. That's what God put in their mind, but you don't have to actually do that. Give me that Revelation 17, I believe. It's the last verse. You know what I'm
It's like the equivalent of them going in somebody else's house and setting up.
Yeah.
security
Let me sit in your house. You my neighbor. I need to post up in your house,
Right.
to make sure don't nobody
Make sure I'm
rob
safe.
me.
Right.
That was dumb as hell. Read that, Revelation 17:18.
The book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 18.
Bring it
out. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
That's Babylon the Great. Jump back up to verse 5. It's gonna name it. Read it.
Verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great.
Not just regular Babylon, not regular confusion. It is great confusion in this place that rules all over the nations. Read on.
The mother of harlots, the abominations of the earth.
Of the earth. They just can't mind their own business. They have to be in everybody else's homeland. Yep. Why? Because it's prophecy. They want to rule over the entire earth. They can't help themselves. They got to be everywhere.
Right.
And nothing they can do about it.
So you're saying that America is a Karen?
Oh, yeah. America's a real-life Karen.
Ultimate Karen.
Ultimate ultimate Karen right there, boy. Hey, also in the news, man, I think people are starting to realize what a lot of people already know about this generation, what they call Z. They call them Generation Z.
Z for zombies.
Zombies. That's what they are. These kids now, they zombies. Generation zombies.
That was dumb as hell.
And and you got to think about this, man. It's spiritual that they named it Generation Z.
Yeah.
I don't know, but hell, who know? I don't know.
It fits.
Z is the last letter of the alphabet.
Come on now, dog.
I'm just throwing that out there, man.
Come on now,
It is
dog.
of the Lord.
Of the Lord.
Come on, man.
Pull up the article of what they said about Generation Zombie.
Bring it out.
Let's read that, soldier.
A California high school teacher claims Generation Z is less educated,
Yes.
more depressed,
Yeah.
and without values.
Oh, they disrespectful as hell.
Compared to other generations.
I agree with that. Why would they be? Look at that. It says Generation Z is less educated. Why are they less educated? Social media made them that way.
Right.
Technology made them that way. And a lot of people don't understand that, because what they think is that technology is furthering, advancing society and culture, right?
Bring it out.
Give me that in Daniel. I believe it's in Daniel, right? Let's go to Daniel chapter 12, and I want you to read verse 4. Watch this. Read that. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4.
The book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 4.
Yep. Bring
it out. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words.
That's the book, right? Read.
And seal the book.
That's the understanding of the prophecies that he was given. Read.
Even to the time of the end.
Of the end. Read. Generation zombies. Read.
Yep.
Many shall run to and fro. And knowledge.
And what?
Knowledge shall be increased.
Knowledge is going into science. It shall be increased. But check this out. This is what the world didn't think about knowledge being increased. In the end, that the knowledge will be increased, but the education, the smarts will be lowered.
Right. Exactly.
Because technology makes you dumber. And we all know it.
That's a cold.
I know one number. I know 1.5 numbers. I'm still working on my wife's number. Because in my phone, it says wife.
Right.
That's what I know it as. The number I know is my grandma's number, and that's the house phone. My granny done had a house phone for 30 years. You can't forget that. It's 30 years. It's been the same thing since I was in middle school. You're right. When you got damn in trouble, you was going to get suspended, you had to call somebody. Call Granny's house phone.
AT&T love her.
Yeah.
Forever.
My granny has been grandmothered in to they damn.
To all the new.
But before that, though, remember, we used to know phone numbers off the top of your head.
You had to.
And not only that, we used to know multiplication tables off the top of our head. We used to know how to do that. Now, what's
calculator?
9 times 6. Hold on real quick. Is this number?
That's right. The
What
calculator.
the hell?
Used to know numbers.
So even like the basic stuff that you would need to know, you would be able to go to this one device and it will think for you.
Yep, there you go. So you don't have to use your mind no more. Knowledge has been increased, but people have got dumber. And they realized that with that. Pull back up the article. Pull it up. Generation Z is less educated. Why? Because they're on social media and we got phones to think for us. You don't have to use your mind no more. All you have to, hell, you don't even have to spell no more. They got autocorrect. They got autocorrect for you. I know me. I be on my damn phone. I be typing sometimes, and I don't know if I can't think if the C come before the E or the I. I just be moving my damn finger with the swipe until and I stop. Yeah, that look right. Let me see. And if it got the red line under it, then I like, oh damn, click it, and then it gives you the right word.
Yeah.
Damn it. Hey, I'm not Generation Z. I ain't no damn zombie. I can spell.
Hey, I can personally attest to that because technology, what it teaches.
Because you can't spell.
No, it's not that.
You Generation Zombie.
No. I'm not. We're Generation.
No, I'm not with you, buddy. No, I'm 10 years your senior, buddy. You Generation Zombie.
We all gotta fall.
Put the camera back on Generation Zombie.
Nah. Okay. I can personally attest to that because when
Generation Zombie. Go ahead.
Spell.
Play the violin for this brother. If you giving testimonies,
I'm about to talk about Alexa.
Go ahead, man. Play that violin.
His relationship. His new relationship.
Aren't you courting Alexa?
Hey, so pretty much, like, you know how you get up to go turn off the lights in your house? You don't do that no more because now technology, what it does is sits there and make you lazy. You got to think about how to problem solve, and once you solve that problem, therefore now you don't have to get up to switch the lights
programmed.
off.
You don't even have to think
that's
no more.
pretty much it. I got a light sensor. I got everything. I don't do nothing.
Remember the clapper?
Oh yeah, that was the beginning of stupidity.
That was the beginning.
That was the beginning of stupidity. Clap off. That was the beginning of stupidity right there. What the
hell?
It was too poor.
And you know what else was the beginning of stupidity? The chia pet. That was the beginning. You wanted to learn how to grow, and you didn't have to go put the seed in the dirt no more and water it and look over it and pull the nope. Just rub the damn paste over it, and that's it.
Oh hell no!
Throw some water on it.
Go back to that article and let's real quick because there was some stuff highlighted on the side. We want to make sure we read that. Can you read that real quickly where he highlighted it? Let's read that.
As we are in a time where social media and influencers are at the forefront of many people's lives for entertainment, and still in a national pandemic, some may feel that it has caused a drastic change in high school students.
Yes, I believe it has too. Yeah, people got dumber. It says right there too, more depressed. Social media has made these young children that already suffer, they trying to figure out their identity, who they are in the world, and they look at that damn edited images on Instagram.
Right.
The contrast has been turned up. The damn the saturation's been turned low, and they look like they don't have a blemish on their face, and they look at themselves in the mirror, and they depression automatically sinks in.
And you know how the Most High is fighting against that? A lot of these young influencers, social media influencers, are dying off. Left and right.
Good point.
And real quick, just so because we was talking about this too, STEM. None of our young kids or the young black kids are going into STEM, which is science, technology,
engineering
and
mathematics.
Their main goal in life is to be a social media influencer, to be an Instagram model, to be a twerker, Snapchat, whatever, YouTuber. That's the main one. You just sit there on YouTube and you just sit there and you play 2K. You're not advancing your society, not at one bit.
So they want to be the ones in front of the camera as opposed to the ones who are really making moves in society behind the scenes.
And the massive covetousness that goes on.
Good point. Yes, absolutely.
They looking at the Bentleys, the big houses, people traveling, and they like, oh man, what am I doing with my life?
Right. There's a thing too. Go back to the picture. Highlight the first part that you highlighted. Go back to the image. About the influences.
As we are, we
are in a time where social media and influencers are at the forefront of
That's
many...
the part I wanted. You see how it says they are at the forefront of many people.
Lives. Good point.
Meaning that they choose who they want you to follow. They got the Cardi B's, they got the OnlyFans people. They got a bunch of people doing
Megan
dumb stuff.
The Stallions.
Right.
Right. That goes into what Officer Daniel was just pointing out about how it's basically now in front of everybody. So on top of that covetousness that's being pushed, the scripture says that's idolatry.
Yeah.
So now these social media influencers now become idols to these young people. Right. Go ahead.
Just to land back off of you, even Kevin Samuel says with a lot of these influencers, they only have, let's just say, for instance, the app just came out, Snapchat, so on and so forth. You only have a limited amount of time for you to be popping in order until your 15 minutes of fame, your 15 minutes of fame run out. So now what happens when you live in that lifestyle and you've been living that lifestyle? Guess what? You're going to go back to being broke.
Yep, exactly right. Hey, give me that in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14 real quick before we go to commercial. I want to read this, what Solomon gave us wisdom for these last days when knowledge increase and stupidity would be at an all-time high. Generation zombie. Proverbs gives you wisdom of how to avoid that. Give me that Proverbs 4 and let's read verse 14.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked.
That's your social media influencers right there. Because why? They go Instagram, go on all of them stuff there, Facebook, whatever it be, man. They are literally, they naked on them things, man.
Right. For clout.
For clout, right. Doing all manner of evil. Damn. And the worst thing is that damn Hood Olympics. With the damn crates.
Damn.
Read that again, verse 14.
Yes, sir. Verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men.
Read on.
Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away.
That's wisdom. Read on.
For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Read.
For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
That's how you stay out of that stuff, out of statistics of Generation Zombie. You avoid that evil. You stay away from it, right? You got to monitor what your kids are looking at on them phones, man.
Bring it out.
Some of you give them kids too much freedom trying to be them damn kids' friends, man. Ain't them damn kids' friends. You they parents.
That's right. That's right.
You remember that saying that goes, monkey see, monkey do?
Yeah.
That's the evil, because the Most High made us upright, to walk upright, and to use this understanding out of the Bible to be able to overcome all the pitfalls and to follow our forefathers who had faith and wisdom so that they could also avoid it. But what we see now today is our people are falling headlong and going chasing hard after foolishness.
It says right here, following evil man. And it is to our detriment, especially us that are already living under the curses as a nation.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.